Hello everyone, and welcome to day 10. Can you believe we've hit double digits? This is a huge milestone in our Advanced Vocabulary Power Challenge. Today, we're unlocking 5 more incredible words. They'll boost your English power even further. Let's explore them. Today's first word is ubiquity. It's a noun. This names a state or quality. Let's say it together slowly. Ubiquity. Now, say it with me. Ubiquity. Great job. What does ubiquity mean? This word comes from the Latin word ubique, meaning everywhere. Ubiquity means the state of being everywhere, or being very common. It describes something you find almost everywhere you look. Let's see a picture to make it clearer. This image shows something present everywhere. It highlights ubiquity. Now, let's look at some sentences to understand it better. The ubiquity of smartphones means almost everyone carries a camera and internet access in their pocket. This shows how common smartphones are everywhere. Here's another sentence. Social media has achieved ubiquity, connecting billions of people across the globe. This explains how widespread social media has become. Now synonyms are omnipresence, pervasiveness, universality, commonness, and prevalence. And then antonyms are rarity, scarcity, absence, limitation, and uniqueness. Here's a simple way to remember ubiquity. Think of Ubi, like the company Uber. Uber cars have ubiquity. They're found almost everywhere now. This is a great word for describing widespread presence. Let's say this phrase clearly. Its ubiquity is amazing. Say it again. Its ubiquity is amazing. Yes, it's everywhere. Perseverance. Now, say it with me. Perseverance. Awesome. What does perseverance mean? This word comes from the Latin word perseverantia, meaning continuing steadfastly. Perseverance means continued effort to do or achieve something, despite difficulties, failure, or opposition. It's about never giving up, even when things get tough. Let's see a picture to make it clearer. This image shows continued effort despite hardship. It highlights perseverance. Now, let's look at some sentences to understand it better. His perseverance through years of training finally paid off when he won the championship. This shows how continued effort leads to success. Here's another sentence. Building a successful business requires immense perseverance to overcome setbacks. This explains the dedication needed to face challenges in business. Now synonyms are persistence, determination, tenacity, steadfastness, and resolve. And then antonyms are quitting, surrender, apathy, weakness, and vacillation. Here's a simple way to remember perseverance. Think of persevere. If you persevere, you sever, cut off all thoughts of quitting and keep going. This is a powerful word for staying strong. Let's say this phrase clearly. Perseverance wins. Say it again. Perseverance wins. Yes. Never give up. Our third word for today is cogent. It's an adjective. This means it describes something. Let's say it slowly. Cogent. All together now. Cogent. Good job. What does cogent mean? This word comes from the Latin word cogere, meaning to drive together, or to compel. Cogent means, of an argument or case, clear, logical, and convincing. It describes an idea or argument that is so well reasoned, it's impossible to argue against. Let's see a picture to make it clearer. This image represents something clear and logically convincing. It highlights cogent. Now, let's look at some sentences to understand it better. The lawyer presented a cogent argument that convinced the jury of his client's innocence. This shows how a well-structured argument can convince people. Here's another sentence. Her essay provided a cogent analysis of the problem, offering clear solutions. This explains how an analysis can be very clear and well-reasoned. Now synonyms are convincing, compelling, persuasive, logical, and rational. And antonyms are weak, unconvincing, illogical, irrational, and fallacious. Here's a simple way to remember cogent. Think of CEO genius. A cogent argument is so smart and well-reasoned, it sounds like it came from a co-genius. This is an important word for strong ideas. Let's say this phrase clearly. That's a cogent point. Say it again. That's a cogent point. Yes, it's convincing. Our fourth word for today is gravitas. It's a noun. This name's a quality. Let's say it slowly. Gravitas. Now, say it with me. Gravitas. Excellent. What does gravitas mean? This word comes directly from the Latin word gravitas, meaning weight, seriousness. Gravitas means seriousness, dignity, or solemnity of manner. It describes someone who has a serious, impressive, and respected presence. Let's see a picture to make it clearer. This image conveys a sense of deep respect and serious presence. It highlights gravitas. Now, let's look at some sentences to understand it better. The CEO spoke with such gravitas that everyone in the room paid close attention to his words. This shows how a serious, dignified manner commands respect. Here's another sentence. Despite his young age, the new leader addressed the crisis with unexpected gravitas, inspiring confidence. This explains how someone can possess a mature and serious presence. Now synonyms are dignity, seriousness, solemnity, authority, and weight. And antonyms are frivolity, levity, silliness, flippancy, and lightness. Here's a simple way to remember gravitas. Think of gravity. Someone with gravitas has a serious gravity to their presence, making them feel important and weighty. This is a great word for describing respectful presence. Let's say this phrase clearly. She has gravitas. Say it again. She has gravitas. Yes, impressive. Our final word for today is brevity. It's a noun. This name's a quality. Let's say it slowly. Brevity. Now, say it with me. Brevity. Outstanding. What does brevity mean? This word comes from the Latin word brevis, meaning short. Brevity means concise and exact use of words in writing or speech, or shortness of time. It's about being brief and to the point, or for something to last only a short time. Let's see a picture to make it clearer. This image shows communication that is brief and direct. It highlights brevity. Now, let's look at some sentences to understand it better. The coach emphasized brevity in his team talk. He wanted clear, quick instructions. This shows the value of short, concise communication. Here's another sentence. Due to the brevity of the meeting, we only covered the most important points. This explains how a short duration limits what can be done. Now synonyms are conciseness, succinctness, shortness, briefness, and concision. And then antonyms are lengthiness, verbosity, prolixity, extensiveness, and duration. Here's a simple way to remember brevity. Brevity sounds like brief ity. If you use brevity, your message is brief. This is a fantastic word for being concise. Let's say this phrase with confidence. I value brevity. One more time. I value brevity. Yes, short and sweet. Alright, my awesome vocab learners. Now that we've understood all 5 words, ubiquity, perseverance, cogent, gravitas, and brevity, it's time to see them come to life in a simple story. Listen carefully. Try to spot each word. The story is the aspiring speaker. Young Leo dreamed of being a public speaker. He knew that technology's ubiquity meant his message could reach anyone. But he often struggled with stage fright. He needed immense perseverance to practice daily. His mentor advised him, "Your arguments must be cogent, clear, and convincing." She also stressed the importance of carrying oneself with gravitas, a dignified seriousness. Finally, she said, "Remember, brevity is key. Get to your point quickly." Leo took all this advice to heart, knowing that mastering these qualities would help him connect with any audience. So, what's the important lesson we learn from the aspiring speaker? To truly connect, let your words shine with brevity. Speak with gravitas. Ensure your message is cogent. Use technology's ubiquity wisely, and always rely on your perseverance to achieve your dreams. Alright, my absolute vocab superstars. And just like that, day 10 of our advanced vocabulary power journey is in the books. You've done an incredible job today. You didn't just learn, you truly got a feel for these important words: ubiquity, perseverance, cogent, gravitas, and brevity. Give yourselves a big pat on the back. Remember what we always say: consistency is your superpower. Every single lesson, every word you practice, it's a huge step forward. You're not just memorizing, you're actively building a stronger, more confident you. One powerful word at a time. And trust me, that's something truly special. Thank you so much for bringing your amazing energy and willingness to learn. I'm genuinely excited to see you back here for the very next lesson. We'll continue to unlock even more incredible words together. If you enjoyed this session, please hit that like button, share it with anyone who loves learning, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our English adventures. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, keep shining brightly. You've got this.